7th day of May 2022. Allow me to wish you a happy new month. This is the first time we are seeing each other this particular month. I hope you're doing fantastic. I am doing fantastic this particular month. My name is Stanley, Nyaringita, and officially welcome to KTV on the Spot. We'll be with you for the next around 2 hours or so. We'll be talking everything to do with sports. So buckle up for that wherever you're watching us from in the country, out of the country. Also, good evening and good afternoon to you. We'll be talking a lot happening this particular day. Obviously, the Kip Keino Classic Gold Tour May that is happening in Kasarani Moi Sports Center, and pretty sure it started, officially 1 hour from now, 1 hour past rather. It started 1 p.m. and it will be going on till 6 p.m. We'll be taking a look at, the headlines and, everything that will be happening, and even the mood of it, of that particular, gold tour race. We'll be diving, obviously, into the caretaker committee. They have few days left till they exit their office. Their contract is over, so we'll be taking a look at what have they done, what have they really brought on the table. Have they made sure that the mandate was up to task. We'll obviously be getting into the Kenya Premier League and obviously the English Premier League updates. Obviously, for our question of the day, we're asking you, do you think that Harambee Stars, or rather Kenya, will play in the AFCON qualifiers that are set to happen this particular year? Obviously, Kenya was ranked, or rather not ranked, but then was listed in the countries that will be playing in the AFCON qualifiers. But then, due to our ban by FIFA, we're yet to know, are we still going to play in this particular AFCON qualifiers? What do you think? Do you think that we are going to play in the 2023 AFCON qualifiers this week? Particularly, Cameroon, offered Kenya free visas for the first leg, but then Cameroon also noted that when we come for the second leg now to Kenya, make sure that you stretch your hand also for that particular. So, all this going on, we'll be diving into with Evan Soma. John Benson won't be joining us today, but then we'll be having Milton Nyakundi, seasoned sports journalist, and obviously Evan Soma right here with us to talk about this. So remember the social media handles at KUTV Kenya. That's on Facebook at KUTV_Kenya. That is on Twitter using the hashtag on the spot. Without much ado, let us start the show. Right, officially now let's start this particular first bit of our show where we take a look at what has been happening in the sporting world this particular week. And we start off with the Kip Keino Classic. Of course, Africa's fastest man and national 100-meter record holder Ferdinand Omanyala has vowed to take on Tokyo Olympic gold medalist Marcel Jacobs and American Fred Curley ahead of 2022 Kip Keino Classic scheduled for today at Moi Sports Center, Kasarani.
Kasarani Stadium awaits the biggest track and field showdown of the year so far, as some of the world's top sprinters get an early taste of their form 2 months before the World Championship.
She is the World Junior Champion.
A fierce battle is expected in the women 100-meter race as Tokyo Olympic silver medalist Christine Bowman and Annie Charles Fraser renew their rival.
When I compete on my own, like I run my own race. I don't mind other people, I just focus on myself. That thing made me not scared because I focus on myself. Yeah.
I just got to continue to do what I got to do and continue to do what I've been doing.
While the real showdown will be in the men's category as Olympic gold medalist Marcel Jacobs, Fred Kelly and Africa's fastest man Ferdinand Omanyala step on the pitch to hunt for Kip Keino crown.
If I get a good start, then I don't think there's anybody who will catch me. Tomorrow's race is all about execution, and the best guy will win, and I think I'm the best guy here. And for me, I won't be looking at the competitors. That's the main point. I'll be focusing on the finish line and the times. We're just beginning the season and we're building up towards the World Championships. And the season is going to be a competitive one because everybody wants to get a prize. And it all comes down now to mental strength.
I think we're fearful of who is beside us or in the next lane. We're just here to compete and to give our best. So in terms of if somebody else is missing from the competition, it doesn't stop me from focusing on what I'm here to do and getting the job done.
The debate between who holds the key to 100-meter men's title will be decided tomorrow in a supremacy battle between the trials. Auma Evans for KUTV, Nairobi.
Right, and some still on the whole Keep Keno Classic news reaching our news desk right now is rather that Marcel Jacobs is particularly out of the race because of due to stomach upsets. We'll be updating you on that. That particular 100 meters race is due at around 5 p.m. So we'll be getting to know till then if he will still be on the race. Now to some other news. Kenyan women national boxing team is very optimistic of a positive results as the team prepares to jet out of the country ahead of the World Women Boxing Championships set to kick off the 9th of May 2022. The Benjamin Musa charged to at least a third round reach to boost their global standings in the international world boxing.
After a dominance display in the recently concluded African Zone 3 Championship that was held in Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya women boxing team has rekindled their hunger for success ahead of World Women Boxing Championship in Turkey. The team, which is in high spirit, is not leaving anything to chance. For tactician Benjamin Musa, his main focus is to see the team proceed to the third round of the tournament.
So the team is preparing for, or has been preparing for, the Women World Championships that will be held in Istanbul, Turkey, from May 9th to 21st. And so far, I'm comfortable to say that we are actually ready for these games. We have experienced boxers in the team. We have those who are making their debuts.
But Musa knows pretty well the task at hand.
We are looking at, if we are lucky and get a good draw, maybe second, third round, depending on the number of entries, will be good for us.
For Elizabeth Diego, who will be hunting for the first World Boxing Championship title,
that much experience, I know we can perform much better. So the Zone 3 Championship was just a build-up for this World Championship because World Championship is a big game. So the most experienced boxers are there. So we are also experienced and we'll put up the fight.
Okay. A podium finish will be a dream start for Team Kenya ahead of Commonwealth Games in Birmingham that is set to tip off on July this year.
The team, which is in its final stage of preparation, will be hoping to replicate African Zone 3 Championship performance as they prepare to jet out of the country ahead of the upcoming World Boxing Women Championship that will be staged in Turkey. Auma Evans for KUTV in Mathare.
Right now to some Kenya Premier League, or rather Commonwealth trials. The Kenya Swimming Federation has begun its long course of National Swimming Championships expected to run from the 6th of May to the 8th of May 2022 at the Kasarani Stadium, 50 meters modern aquatic complex. The center will see Kenya's best and most able swimmers gather from their bases in the country and abroad. Swimmers will be aiming to improve their times, race against the best athletes from Kenya and abroad, and the best will be vying for places at the 11th Commonwealth Games 2022 in England, the Africa Youth Games 2022 in Cairo, and the FINA World Swimming Championships 2022 in Hungary.
So we have this championship has 121 swimmers that are competing at this meet, and we have approximately 550 entries. So a swimmer can swim up to 8 events in the championship. So that's what we.
Well, after the Commonwealth, firstly, I'm hoping to do an exchange with my university, which will be in Australia. So I'll be training with a new club there and explore. Training and competitions there, and what that can give me, and it's new experiences.
Right now to some Kenyan Premier League action. And so for Parker, I've been awarded 2 goals, or rather awarded 2 goals yesterday, and 3 points after Mathare United. And Mathare United failed to show up for the scheduled Kenya Premier League match at the Kasarani Stadium. Mathare, who have been struggling to make ends meet since parting ways with their short sponsor last year, failed to show up in the last 2 matches against Bandari and Ulinzi Stars in the last 2 weekends. Mathare United's team manager Bob Munro last month stated in a press statement the team will not participate in any KPL matches due to financial reasons. Ryan, some terrible state of Kenyan football right now. Really imagine how the whole Mathare United and just supports the whole community, Mathare community. Right now, you start asking yourself, is the Kenyan football coming to an end? Really? Now to some golf. Royal Nairobi Golf Club and Railways Golf Club will this weekend play host to the ongoing Road to Glen Eagles Johnny Walker Golf Series, marking the first double header of the series. The tournaments, which will be the 17th and 18th legs on the Johnny Walker Golf Series calendar, will feature over 300 golfers taking to the course, with respective winners joining previous series event winners in the Eagles round to be held on the 13th of May 2022 at the Muthaiga Golf Club. The golfers tee off early in the morning, competing in the tournament's 4-ball stableford format. They will be aiming to make the cut to play at the grand finale that will be played at the Karen Country Club on the May 20th, where a fully paid trip to the iconic Glen Eagles golf course in the Scotland will be up for grabs. Right now to something totally different, some motorsport action. As the Pearl of Africa Uganda Rally revs off this particular weekend, and it is already in action, 5 crews are representing Kenya, and among them is Hamza Anwar and his co-driver Adnan Din. Hamza, at just 23 years, will be making his debut at this rally and hopes to complete it and experience the new terrain. So how has he been preparing for this particular rally? Let's get to find out.
You and your co-driver, you can hear him mumble here and there, but you can just hear.
The Pearl has always been my favorite event in the ERC.
And I knew somewhere, somehow he's going to do it.
Hamza is a good person. We communicate naye vizuri, anakusikiliza, pia mnaongea naye.
The heart of rally is finally here, and as they say, if you haven't rallied in Uganda, you haven't seen fans in Africa. And when the Pearl of Africa Uganda Rally revs off this weekend, 5 crews will be representing Kenya. Karan Patel will be captaining the team, and tagging along will be Maxine Wahome, the FIA Rally Star trio of Makre Kimathi, Jeremy Wahome and Hamza Anwar, who will all be making their debut. But for this story, we will be focusing on 23-year-old Hamza.
I'm really psyched. Uganda has been a really, it's the craziest country in Africa with motorsport. The fans are like 30-odd thousand fans, and it's crazy.
The people, they live, eat and dream rally.
Despite being brought up by rally legends like his father Asad Anwar and his uncle Azar Anwar, who have had their names written and faces plastered on major publications, Hamza says that it has not always been a bed of roses.
I mean, it's demanding, it's tough, and you have to have 100% commitment into whether it's your driving skill or whether it's your preparation for the event, mentally or physically.
As per the WRC and Kenya Motorsport Federation guidelines, a driver is required to have particular nitty-gritties in his or her car, and without them, well, you're just out of the race.
Ukifika kwa service, unaweka ground sheet chini kwanza. That is the first safety yako mwenyewe, and then you set your stance kwa kila kona.
Motorsport is always termed as a life and death game. Hamza has pretty much had a taste of near fatality while in Tanzania last year, and his father is optimistic that he has learned some lessons.
Motorsports, anything can happen. But last year, after the WRC, my first ARC international event out of Kenya was Tanzania. Unfortunately, I front flipped. I crashed the Ford Fiesta. That was unfortunate.
He's still wild.